What if you could do it where it's just super easy to take apart and put back together because it's magnetic? And that's what we did. Hey, my name is Dustin Selva with Elemental Flutes, and in this video I want to share with you a new, really innovative style of Native American Style Flute. So this flute is your standard A-frame triple flute. Not very many people make them, and when I first got into making Native American Style Flutes, I was really stoked on the idea of making a triple A-frame flute. And the reason I didn't make them all the time was because they're really hard to travel with. So I would strap them to my backpack and walk through airports, and there's really not like an easy way to carry them unless you had like a big carrying case. So we came up with this idea, and all the credit goes to my coworker Tyler, who came up with this idea, and we pretty much turned it into reality. Is like, what if we could make it where it's collapsible? And that's totally possible, and you could do it with like bracing, you could do it with leather ties and all that kind of stuff. But what if you could do it where it's just super easy to take apart and put back together because it's magnetic? And that's what we did. So now we have a triple A frame that you can completely separate and take apart and put together, and you have basically the sky's the limit for how you can create this flute. So you could put different barrels of different keys on here. You could have 6 holes here and a key of A. You can do basically whatever you want with this style of flute. So this particular flute is in the key of D, and it's 6 holes in the middle, your standard drone on the outside, and 3 holes on the other drone. Now this plays just like a D, and it sounds like this. So now that you've heard the key of D, What's really cool about this flute is that you could change the key if you wanted to. So for example, I'll take off both of the drones and I will swap out to the key of A. So now we have the key of A flute, and within about, 10-20 seconds, we have a whole new flute. And so this is the key of A, and you could also swap out this drone to the key of A and also keep the key of D with 3 holes. There's so many different options and possibilities. And this flute sounds like this. So these flutes are really awesome, really portable, and what I really love about the triple A frame versus the shotgun style is that you kind of have 3 separate resonances. They shoot off in 3 different angles, and they don't compete as much for sound when they're right next to each other. The vibrations can kind of affect each other, as well as when you're tuning a flute that has a lot of holes in each flute. Oftentimes if you cover these 3 holes, the tone of the flute, if it's right next to it in one piece of wood, the tuning of it can actually change just by covering the holes. You'll play in the other flute and it changes those. So with this, you don't have those issues at all either. So yeah, there's so many different cool, unique things that make this flute awesome. But one of the biggest things is that you can just break it down and then you can take it with you to go and travel with it. And these fit really well in the travel cases that are tubes, or you could have it into more of a standard case. And we plan on making a lot of different styles of these where you have different keys, and we want to make it where it's interchangeable, so you could switch from one key to the next. You could do fourths, you could do fifths. At the moment we have it where you just can buy it as is, and potentially in the future we can make it where each one you buy then can swap out to the one you already have, and that would be the ultimate goal and what we're shooting for. Because if you can do that, then the sky's the limit for combinations. You don't need to buy 10 different flutes. You could buy 10 different flutes and then make 30 different flutes. So that's the whole idea and concept of this flute. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed how they sound, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day.